me talk a few times about how you have a small fire during cold weather and you sleep close to your fire, your shelter's close to your fire, so you don't have to get out of your bedroll to add wood to the fire during the night. That way it helps you to stay warm. I don't believe in huge fires. Everybody should know that by now. I believe a smaller fire that you can stay close to will keep you warmer than a big fire that you can't even get close to at all. So, I mean, I've seen several videos of guys that have just humongous long fires that, you know, they wake up in the middle of the night and it's 100 degrees inside their shelter. You can't, you know, that's kind of hard to sleep, which means you have to get up out of your bedroll. You have to get away from the fire until it dies down, you know, and then all that time and effort you spent put into that wood that you collected that's got this huge long fire now was a waste of time and effort. So anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to demonstrate what I've been talking about, how you have your shelter set up and your fire close to you within arm's reach. And the biggest concern, I guess, would be with it that close in your shelter, especially if there's any kind of breeze coming in from behind you, that you're going to have that rotation, inhalation of smoke in your shelter. Well, I'm going to show you how you prevent that. So just stick with me. We're going to readjust everything here, and I'm going to probably make little short clips here and there. So just stick with me, and we'll get started. All right, now north is directly in front of me. So I'm going to have my shelter set up this way with my back to the wind. Basically, the back of the shelter is going to be facing north. So what I've done is I found a couple of trees that are pretty close together, and that's going to be my reflector wall for my fire. My fire will go right here. My shelter will be right here. So what I want to do first is, now I lucked out this time. I found some trees. There's a couple here that are, you know, growing real close together, so I don't have to use any string, any rope, any cordage, anything like that. So I lucked out in that point. I actually walked around for a while until I found something. I was actually looking for a fork in a tree or something like that. That's what I was looking for. But we're going to get this retaining wall put together first, and then we'll get the shelter put up. So stick with me, and we'll get this all put together, and I'll show you how it works. Pure lighter pine stump. It rained like hell again last night. So we're gonna do it the easy way this morning. Lots of pine. ground is soft. Soft, soft. You see how close the shelter is to the reflector wall. But you also notice how tall the reflector wall is. The reflector wall is taller than the shelter itself. Part of my EDC. Ceramic knife sharpener, magnesium bar, can opener. See if I can get this to go on the first strike. Come on, baby. There it goes. There it goes. Maybe. Or not. It's alright. Do it again. Maybe it'll go this time. I don't smother it out. There's a slight breeze, but you can see how it's going straight up. That's not a big fire. See how the smoke is rising straight up along that wall, between the wall and the shelter. Of course, the flame's a little high right now because that lighter pine is really going under there. But that canvas shelter half, it's not going to hurt it a bit. That heat like that's not going to hurt it a bit. That fire right there, that size, would keep you toasty warm all night long. And that reflector wall, the smoke draws the heat straight up that reflector wall, and it doesn't go in your shelter at all. There's no smoke going in that shelter whatsoever. And you can lay in there right next to that fire. You can see where, here's my center pole right here. But here, I'll get in there and I'll show you. I'll get my camera to set straight here. Center pole in the boy, it's wet in here. Wet, wet, wet. Alright. There you go. That's what I keep talking about with a small fire. Got a slight breeze coming in from the west right now, but there's no smoke in this shelter whatsoever. That heat is drawing that smoke up that reflector wall. That's what I keep talking about with a small fire, staying warm with a small fire. There is so much heat right here, right now, with that little fire, you wouldn't believe it. You can lay right here, never have to get out of your bedroll, your wood's piled up right here. Just pick up a piece of wood, put it on the fire. Never get out of your bedroll, never have to be cold, because once you get out of your bedroll, then you got to get your bedroll warm all over again. That heat is drawing that smoke straight up that reflector wall. That's what I keep talking about with a small fire. Now the smoke's coming in my face because I just smothered the fire out. But still, if I was laying down, the smoke's not getting to me. Not at all. Because between the shape of the shelter and that reflector wall, there's no smoke. But I get all the benefits of the heat from the small fire. You don't need a huge fire. Keep saying that. You don't even have to get out of your bedroll to make breakfast. You can lay in your bedroll. Here's your cooking fire right here. Make your coffee. That's it, guys. Hope that helps. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.